Hey everyone, it's Evie here. I'm trying to do only like a 5-minute video or a 5-second video, and it's about my Terra Prog. I've actually trimmed all my damaged cards. Come on, Morgan. Morgan. Morgan is a, she's the normal one on the when I'm talking about the kids acting up and things like that on camera. That's Morgan usually. But this is how it looks trimmed. This topic and 5-minute topic is about decks that are way I would say way too expensive to trim. Yeah, is that right? This deck I would have normally never have trimmed ever, but if you followed my channel or my Instagram enough, you would have known that this deck actually suffered a tragic edging accident back when I first purchased it. And since this was one of my forever decks, I actually have a second copy of the Terra Prog that I'm probably going to keep in my storage forever and ever unless this one dies or something like that. I still haven't opened it up from the bubble wrapping, and I'm disciplining myself not to do so because look at that. It opens the images up. I could just look at that. That is just, it's stunning. I know I'm going to inspire Kelly from Truth or Story or some other people who has the Terra Prog to trim their deck now. And I'm going to tell you, no. Unless you have a second copy, do not trim this deck unless you've ruined it like I did. Don't trim an $80 deck. I won't even trim a deck that is $45 or more, let alone an $80 deck normally. But since this one suffered a fatal accident, I had to make an exception. And some of that damaging on of the cards, the edge bleeding, did interfere with some of this face of the cards too. You will not see it now because what I used to clean my cards up from some of that extra bleeding onto the images is good old-fashioned saliva. I don't... Yeah, don't share your turd with anybody else when you do start doing that kind of stuff. But good old-fashioned saliva actually cleans up something in a jiffy. Some spit shine does not hurt a tarot deck. And it works on any Sharpie accident. I had a really nice what? Morgan just wants attention. I said I was gonna be quick, Morgan. Then I gotta feed your sister. Your sister's sleeping in the crib, and Morgan is my child that wants to be involved with everything that I do. But you're making me lose my train of thought, Morgan. But yeah, $80 decks, $45. Don't trim anything higher than 45. I forgot what I was gonna say. Shoot, it probably wasn't that important if I forgot about it. It was only supposed to be a 5-minute video, anyways, and a quick flip through of how my Terra Prog turned out. Oh yeah, Sharpies, spit shine. I had a very nice person in our Terra community, YouTube Terra community, tell me to use rubbing alcohol to gently remove some of the excess Sharpie because it'll take out Sharpie on gloss. However, I've learned a hard way on one of my cards here, but it didn't damage it too badly. Was it didn't damage it too badly at all. You couldn't notice it unless somebody pointed it out to you, like myself. Oh yeah, it was this one. Speaking of which, if you see right in here, you see some of that fading. I was using that rubbing alcohol on it, and like I said, unless I pointed it out to you, you wouldn't have noticed it. Um, the rubbing alcohol actually was taking away some of the colors are printed on the card. I know, Morgan. She's just smiling at me. I love that Queen of Cups. But so yeah, that rubbing alcohol actually was taking away some of the colors or printing on these cards because this is more matte than gloss. I'm thinking so I do believe that rubbing alcohol takes away Sharpie inky, but I highly recommend that you do it on a gloss finish versus a matte finish. And you can see some of that flip through. This 5-minute video turned into a 6-minute video, but my advice is the same. Do not trim an $80 deck unless you have a backup copy. I know Veronica Jude. She has trimmed her Pagan Otherworlds and actually tempted me to trim it too. However, I'm not planning to get a backup copy of the Pagan Otherworlds, and it was above my $45 price range rule of do not trim a deck that is more than $45. I hear the other daughter, and both of them are starting to get fussy, and I don't know how much you're hearing me, but you can see how well it actually turned out. And there's not that crazy bleed through and stuff anymore. And much love, and I hope to see you all on the flip side.